Is your car's air conditioning system letting you down? Even when you crank it up to the coldest setting, all you get is lukewarm air while the heat outside is absolutely brutal? Don't give up hope. I'm about to share 11 proven methods that'll bring your AC back to factory-fresh performance. These techniques will have your vehicle pumping out ice-cold air even during the most scorching heat waves. Some of these approaches remain unknown to most drivers, yet their effectiveness is absolutely incredible. By the end of this video, you'll enjoy a significantly more comfortable cabin for all your drives. Let's kick things off with a component that's often overlooked: the cabin air filter. This part plays a crucial role in your cooling system's efficiency. It keeps the air circulating through your cabin clean by filtering out particles, pollen, and contaminants. Over time, especially in polluted or dusty environments, this filter gets progressively clogged. A blocked filter restricts airflow, creating the sensation of a weak system even when everything else is working perfectly. If the airflow coming from your dashboard vents feels insufficient or warm, the filter might be the culprit. The good news? Replacing it is a simple operation that takes just a few minutes and typically costs between $10 to $20. Check your owner's manual, but generally this component should be replaced every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or about once a year. A fresh filter optimizes air circulation and allows your system to perform at maximum capacity. Here's a free tip that's incredibly effective. Do you know that button with the circular arrow? It activates internal air recirculation. Many drivers ignore this function, yet it's a major asset. When this mode is off, your system sucks in hot, humid outside air that it has to constantly cool down. When activated, it reuses the already cooled air inside your cabin. This recycling allows for much faster and more efficient cooling. The improvement is immediately noticeable. The air becomes cooler, drier, and significantly more pleasant. Next time you start your car, activate this function first. You'll notice the transformation within moments. Your parking method significantly influences cooling performance. Leaving your vehicle exposed to direct sunlight causes heat buildup that transforms your cabin into a real oven. Under these conditions, your cooling system needs much more time to combat this excessive heat. Always choose shade when possible. When shade isn't available, use a reflective windshield sunshade. This accessory bounces back solar rays and can reduce interior temperature by 15 to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. It also protects your dashboard and materials from UV damage. A simple $10 protector can prove to be one of your best summer investments. Your vehicle will stay cooler and your system will have less work to do. As vehicles age, they can develop wear in the cooling system lines. These conduits carry the refrigerant fluid, and when they're cracked, poorly insulated, or deteriorated, the system loses efficiency, particularly in hot weather. Additionally, poorly insulated lines absorb engine heat, warming the fluid before it even reaches its cooling action zone. Result: a system that seems constantly underperforming. The solution involves replacing damaged lines or wrapping them with specialized thermal insulation. This intervention maintains optimal fluid temperature and guarantees the coldest possible air in your cabin. This precaution proves particularly beneficial in hot climates. During your routine maintenance, ask your technician to examine these lines' condition. A small adjustment can transform your vehicle's comfort. One of the main causes of efficiency loss comes from insufficient refrigerant levels, the gas responsible for cooling. This fluid can gradually decrease due to microleaks or extended use. When levels drop, the compressor has to work harder to provide less power, reducing efficiency and risking system damage. The best approach is to have your vehicle serviced by a specialized technician who can measure system pressure, identify leaks, and perform correct refilling with the appropriate fluid. This service can restore cooling power in just minutes. Avoid DIY attempts without experience. Using incorrect amounts or wrong fluid can cause more serious problems. For optimal performance, have this checked every 2 years. Many people think window films are purely aesthetic, but they offer real benefits for comfort and cooling efficiency. Quality film can block up to 60% of solar heat and 99% of UV rays, making your interior cooler before you even turn on the system. This means less strain, extended lifespan, and reduced fuel consumption. Another benefit: The film protects seats, dashboard, and plastics from sun damage. However, be careful. Strictly follow local regulations regarding authorized tint levels to avoid fines and removal requirements. The condenser is a vital system component. It expels heat extracted from the cabin, allowing truly cold air to arrive. Usually positioned in front of the radiator, it's exposed to dust, leaves, insects, and road debris. These accumulations progressively block airflow, preventing proper operation. The system then takes longer to cool or loses much of its efficiency. The good news: cleaning is done simply with a garden hose, soft brush, or compressed air. Proceed carefully and integrate this operation into your maintenance routine, especially before summer or after driving through dusty areas. Keeping the condenser clean can completely restore cooling capacity and let you fully enjoy cold air during the hottest days. This simple trick can completely change your experience. Before activating cooling, open all windows for 30 seconds to a minute. This allows accumulated superheated air to escape quickly. When a vehicle sits in the sun, interior temperature can exceed 140 degrees Fahrenheit, transforming the cabin into an oven. If you immediately activate the system without prior ventilation, it will have to work much harder to cool this superheated air. This overload excessively strains the compressor and extends the time to reach comfortable temperature. By ventilating first, the system starts with a lower initial temperature, cools faster, and uses less energy. It's a simple technique that improves comfort and preserves the system long-term. It's natural to think that immediately hitting the max button cools faster when it's very hot inside. However, when the interior is superheated, immediately activating maximum just recirculates hot air. Try this approach instead. Open windows and drive for about a minute to let accumulated heat escape. Only then should you engage maximum mode. This simple action reduces system load, accelerates cabin cooling, improves energy efficiency, and even extends compressor lifespan. Many people get into a hot vehicle, close the windows, and blast the AC hoping cold air will arrive quickly. But when the vehicle is stationary, the system operates under unfavorable conditions. The condenser, responsible for heat removal, needs airflow to function efficiently. It performs better when the vehicle is moving. Do this instead. Get in, open windows for a few seconds, start up, and begin driving. After driving for a bit, close the windows and activate cooling. While moving, outside air helps cool the system faster, meaning cold air reaches the cabin with more force and in less time. This habit change reduces compressor strain, improves thermal efficiency, and can even decrease fuel consumption, not to mention the almost immediate comfort you'll feel. You may never have heard of it, but the expansion valve is an essential system component. Along with the compressor, it regulates refrigerant flow and ensures air reaches you ice cold. If either of these components has a defect, even minor, the system loses efficiency. Air cools slowly, temperature varies, or simply doesn't reach expected power. Worse, continued wear can cause compressor failure, one of the most expensive parts. Before summer, it's worth having your vehicle serviced by a specialized technician for preventive inspection. This professional can test system pressure, evaluate if fluid is contaminated, and ensure valve and compressor are functioning correctly. It's a simple precaution that prevents future headaches and guarantees that ice-cold air that makes all the difference. Now that you know these 11 powerful techniques, you might wonder if all these tips are really worth implementing. The answer is absolutely yes. It's actually necessary if you want to maintain comfort in your vehicle and avoid unnecessary future expenses. We often think that a failing system represents an expensive problem requiring complex repairs, but as we've demonstrated, small habits and simple adjustments can completely transform system performance. Whether it's changing a dirty filter for under $20 or activating recirculation at the right time, an overworked system consumes more fuel, prematurely wears components, and can eventually fail completely, causing more significant damage. If this content has been helpful, don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to receive more practical and money-saving tips that make a difference in your daily driving experience.